Over the last few years, Samsung has become pretty stale with their Galaxy Z Fold and Z Flip series, particularly the Z Fold series, with minor changes aside from upgrading the processor in the phone. They've made little slight changes. The Z Fold 6 did get a little bigger display cover, but it wasn't very huge and didn't make that big of a difference. It has led some fans to grow a little bit sour on Samsung, and also the sales of Samsung's foldables have dipped down a little bit. Samsung is hoping to reclaim some of that magic that they had when they first released their foldables by updating the Z Fold 7 and Z Flips 7 with much bigger and more dramatic changes. We are hearing that the Z Fold 7 and the Flip 7 will get the upgrades that we have wanted for so long. We're talking about bigger screens as well. So that is something that I myself am looking forward to, and I know that most people out there are looking forward to that. So in this video, I'm going to go over what those expected changes are going to be in the Galaxy Z Fold 7 and the Galaxy Z Flip 7. But before we dive deep into all the information, if you are new to this channel and enjoy staying up to date with the latest tech news, you've landed at the right place. Do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button as well. Alright, let's jump into this video. Alright, so Samsung Galaxy Z Fold and Flip 7 could get the upgrades we've all been waiting for. Now, this is an article out of Android Police. Let's dive into this real quick. For the last few years, Samsung has stuck to the same display size on its foldable lineup. Yeah, like I said in my intro, they pretty much have gone stagnant ever since like the 4. So the 4, 5, the 4 to 5 and 6 pretty much have all the same internals. Like I said, aside from the upgraded CPUs, like the cameras and stuff stayed the same. The battery, the size, all that stuff pretty much has stayed the same on this phone. So it leads people to be a little bit frustrated with Samsung, and myself included. You know, I still am using the Galaxy Z Fold 5. I haven't upgraded to 6 because I felt it wasn't that big of enough of a difference with the 6 to the 5. With the 6, I think they increased the cover screen by like a millimeter or two, so not a big significant upgrade. Obviously, the CPU did upgrade to the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, but my phone still runs pretty well. But a lot of people are, you know, a little bit frustrated with Samsung and want them to make more dramatic changes, and it looks like we're finally going to get that. The Galaxy Z Fold 6 got a wider cover display, but the change was not significant enough to make any difference, right? Then you look at some of the others out there in the market, such as OnePlus, you got Google, you have Huawei, you have Xiaomi, all making foldable phones that are, you know, pushing the boundaries a little bit more than what Samsung has done. So we are looking forward to this Galaxy Z Fold 7 and its Flip 7 getting that much bigger display. So let's continue here. Ross Young, he's the CEO out of Display Supply Chain Consultants, and he's a trusted source for leaks when it comes to Samsung. He says that the Samsung will be getting the bigger screen in 2025. He said the Z Fold 6 SE, which is a special edition, will basically become the Z Fold 7. Now that contradicts a report that he said earlier that it would not become the Z Fold 7. So if you are not familiar, the Samsung has released a Galaxy Z Fold 6 Special Edition, and it's only being sold in Korea and in China. So that is not coming to the United States, at least in that iteration. It looks like that what they're doing in Korea will basically become the 7. Now let's take a step back a little bit and talk about why they're doing that. Well, it's easier for them, and it's cheaper for them to just rename that special edition to the 7. They don't have to make many other changes if they just basically just slap a new sticker on this new label on there and just call it the 7. You know, I guess my thoughts would be, well, is that enough of a change? Yes, we know this phone is definitely slimmer. We know it also has a better camera upgrade, the bigger display. So those are all much needed upgrades. But the question is, if they've done this with the special edition, which released just a couple months ago, again, they've only sold in the thousands. When they do go and sell in Korea and China, they sell out within minutes. But that's because I believe the units are only in the thousands. They don't have enough to produce, you know, hundreds of thousands or millions. But if they were able to make that within a couple of months after the Z Fold 6 came out, Why couldn't they just do that with the 6 already? Maybe delay it by a month or two and just bump this into that. And instead of having released a special edition, and now they're going to just make that special edition the 7. Seems a little bit cheap to me. That's the way I'm feeling. I mean, you may have a different opinion on that. Just let me know down in the comment section what you think about that. But I'm hoping that it's not just that. I'm hoping there are other changes that come with that phone as well. As again, right now, we're still, what, 9 months away from that phone, 8 to 9 months away from that phone being released to the public. So hopefully they will make some more changes in that phone and not just slap a 7 on that, to see 6 special edition and just, give it to the rest of the world. But that remains to be seen. So we'll see what happens. So Samsung has been using a 7.6-inch panel for its flagship foldable since 2020. So bumping up to, say, an 8-inch screen with a 20 by 18 folding screen will be much better for us. Also, instead of a 6.3 cover display, the front cover, that should be bumped up to a 6.5-inch cover display as well. So looking forward to seeing that as well. And that may be enough, as well as the phone is being super thin. That may be enough to convince not only myself, but a lot of others who were hesitant to move up to probably jump to the 7 as well. So yeah, so we talk about other phones as well, like talked about Google and OnePlus. They're all having bigger displays as well. So kind of forced Samsung's hand to do something that we've all been waiting for. We're also expecting this phone to be just as thin as the SE. So I mean, if it's the SE, it's going to be the same phone, so we should have the same dimensions as well. So again, this is from the same insider Ross Young, saying that he's expecting this phone to be that, and he also goes on to state that this special edition will definitely just become the 7 edition as well. So let me know what you guys' thoughts are about that down in the comment section. Do you think by Samsung making the special edition, the 7, is enough for you to make the jump to the 7, or do you want Samsung to do more than just that? Let me know down in the comment section. Definitely want to hear what you guys think about that. Thank you once again for taking time out to watch this video. Again, if you're new to this channel and enjoy staying up to date with the latest tech news, you've landed at the right spot. Do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button as well. And chances are, if you enjoy this type of content, you have friends or family that enjoy this type of content as well. So make sure you share this with them. Also, if you want to stay up to date with the latest tech news, head over to soundsnerdy.com, where I curate and aggregate tech news from around the web, covering Apple, Samsung, Google, Android, computing, and even more general tech news, all at the website soundsnerdy.com. And for even more tech news in video form, check out one of these 2 videos right here. Until next video, guys, stay nerdy.